This is the 4AD sampler Mai Pen Rai. It came out in spring of 1993. I think the design kind of mimics the independent press project 7 inches that came out sort of in the late 80s, mid 90s. And you can sort of get a sense of what those look like here. On the 4AD sampler, you've got Red House Painters, Unrest, Frank Black, amongst others. It's got a cool little multiple fold-outs and sort of stowed in there. Next up is Tool 10,000 Days, and that has a really nifty stereoscope graphic deal built into that. It's hard to see in the video as it's something you need to sort of focus your eyes on, but it works pretty well when you do it. I don't know if there's a way to really show you online, but it's pretty fun. Sigur Ros, Sigur Ros. This is the bracket album. Has a nice die cut cover, some vellum that adds texture as you have the whole booklet together, and you can see it's see-through there. Just a nifty little package. This is Cave In, who were sort of amongst other things, a space rock band, and this is actually a stripped down version from their Jupiter album. This is called Moons of Jupiter. Has a neat printed cover and some silk screen on which essentially is a CD single, and these are just sort of stripped down piano versions as opposed to the full rockin' album. This is a new one for me called Snowfields, and the album is Snowfields, housed in a recycled floppy disk. Includes some nifty inserts, as you will see in a moment, but you can see they just cut the top off a floppy disk, suck in a handmade CDR, and put some stuff in there to make you happy. It also came with a download code, but I'm keeping that, so I'm not showing anybody. This is a Sub Pop sampler called Terminal Series, and this is volume 4. Comes in this nifty little fold-out. Has kind of a cool set of inserts. Has this printed CD sleeve, which has the Sub Pop logo faintly printed on there. On top of that, or underneath in this case, here's the CD. Underneath in this case, you get the poster, which sort of just promos some Sub Pop stuff. And on the flip side of the poster, after we unfold it, is actually some artwork. So this is the promo information, and then you flip it over and there's some artwork. There's also some cards inside that have art on the back, and my thought was that there's going to be assembled into a larger poster-like element, but instead they're just a bunch of cards with individual artist information, and then on the back side is some artwork for each individual card. Here's one of my favorite things, even though it's a bit pedestrian. These are media books, and they usually are a slipcover that then also houses a hardcover book inside. And I like these because they give you a little more interactive experience, or a little more meat than the general CD booklet. Often they're retrospectives. In this case, is U2 Under a Blood Red Sky. This is an anniversary kind of edition. And they just have a lot more going for them than your standard CD jewel case.